The bulldozer roared to life at dawn, its metal teeth sinking into the unauthorized concrete slab like a beast claiming its prey. Karen Whitaker, president of the Whispering Pines HOA, stood at the edge of my ranch, her fur coat gleaming under the rising sun, a smug grin curling her lips. She'd built an entire restroom facility on my property line without so much as a phone call. My land, my family's legacy for 3 generations, now defaced by her gaudy, out-of-place structure. She claimed it was for community benefit, but I knew better. This was about control, about Karen flexing her power over a rancher who dared defy her rules. I clenched my fists, staring at the trespassing building, my blood boiling. She thought she'd won. She was wrong. The trouble started 6 months ago when I refused to join Whispering Pines. My 50-acre ranch, a patchwork of rolling hills and oak groves, sat just outside their gated enclave. Karen had been hounding me to sign over my land's edge for their community expansion. I said no firmly, repeatedly. The ranch wasn't just dirt. It was my father's sweat, my grandmother's stories, my kids' future. But Karen didn't care. To her, I was a stubborn hick standing in the way of her pristine vision. When I caught wind of her plan to build on my property line, I sent a cease and desist letter. She ignored it. 2 weeks later, her crew broke ground, claiming a survey error gave them the right. The concrete was poured before I could get a court injunction. Karen stood there, waving permits like a queen, her designer heels sinking into my soil. "This is progress, Jake," she sneered. "You'll thank me later." The truth unraveled fast. Karen's permits were flimsy, based on a doctored survey that conveniently redrew my property line. I hired a lawyer, Emma Torres, a sharp woman who'd grown up on a ranch herself. She dug into county records and found the original Survey Me land was mine, clear as day. Karen's error was deliberate. She'd paid off a shady surveyor to fudge the lines. Emma also uncovered Karen's real motive. The restroom was a pretext for a larger HOA land grab. If she could establish a public utility on my property, she'd argue eminent domain to seize more. It wasn't about toilets, it was about erasing my ranch to make way for her McMansions. I was livid, but Emma was calm. "We've got her," she said, sliding the evidence across my kitchen table. "Now, let's fight smart." Enter Tom, the twist I didn't see coming. Tom was Karen's assistant, a nervous guy in his 20s who always lingered at HOA meetings, clipboard in hand. I'd pegged him as her lackey, but one evening he showed up at my porch, sweating despite the cool night. "I can't keep quiet anymore," he stammered. Tom had overheard Karen's calls with the surveyor, recorded her bragging about teaching the rancher a lesson. He'd kept copies of her emails, to proof she knew the land was mine. Why the betrayal? Tom's mom had been a tenant in Whispering Pines, evicted by Karen for missing one payment. His loyalty was a facade. He'd been waiting for a chance to strike. His evidence was a gold mine, and with it, Emma built an airtight case. I felt a flicker of hope, but the fight was far from over. The confrontation came at the county courthouse, a packed room buzzing with tension. Karen strode in, all pearls and confidence, her lawyer spinning tales of public good. I sat with Emma, my calloused hands gripping the chair, as she presented our case. She laid out the forged survey, Karen's emails, and Tom's testimony, each piece a hammer blow to Karen's facade. The crowd gasped when Tom took the stand, his voice shaking but firm as he recounted Karen's schemes. Karen's face twisted first shock, then rage. She lunged forward, interrupting, "He's lying. He's nobody." The judge banged his gavel, silencing her. Emma didn't flinch. She projected the original survey on a screen, showing my property line untouched. The room felt electric, like a storm about to break. Karen's lawyer stammered, unprepared for the onslaught. The judge's eyes narrowed. He wasn't buying her act. Neither was I. Karen's empire crumbled in slow motion. The judge ruled the restroom illegal, ordering its immediate removal and fining Whispering Pines $50,000 for trespassing. But I wasn't done. I'd learned Karen's crew had cut corners, leaving the structure unstable, shoddy plumbing, cracked concrete, a hazard waiting to happen. I saw my chance. With the court's blessing, I hired a towing company to haul the whole thing away, piece by piece. The day it came down, I stood on my porch, watching the cranes lift the debris. Karen showed up, screaming about her rights, her face red as the bulldozers tore in her precious project. Neighbors gathered, some cheering, others whispering. Tom was there, too, a quiet smile on his face. The wooden sign I'd nailed to a fence post Karen's arrogance destroys justice awaits swayed in the wind, a testament to her downfall. She'd underestimated me, my land, my resolve. Her power grab was dust, just like the concrete crumbling under the wrecking ball. The ranch is quiet now, the hills untouched, the oaks whispering in the breeze. I walk the property line daily, checking the fences, feeling the weight of my family's legacy safe again. Karen's gone silent, her HOA scrambling to recover from the scandal. Tom's working for a new community group, one that actually listens to people. I rebuilt the fence stronger, a line in the sand no one will cross again. This fight wasn't just about land, it was about standing up to bullies who think money and status can crush you. I proved them wrong, and it feels damn good. What do you think? When is it right to fight back? And when should we let things go? Share your thoughts. I'd love to hear them.